Not every day you start the adventure of a lifetime.
Hello and welcome to episode 13. In the last episode we passed the 4th week on the river and once again made terrific progress passing through Dubuque, Iowa. Leaving Red Wing on week 3, Brainerd on week 2, and Grand Rapids on week 1, and also we have finished up the state of Wisconsin. Now in between Iowa and Illinois, the flooding is becoming more and more apparent, and the river is continuing to grow. Time to hit the water and continue the adventure.
Good morning everybody, happy 4th of July. Today is Independence Day. I am on the river, I believe it is 30 days today. It could be 29, I don't know. Between Cordova and Illinois and Princeton, Iowa, I'm leaving my island camp spot. No one bothered me all night. I slept mediocre to okay, I guess. Woke up a few times and turned around. But yeah, leaving early today at 6:30. I've been up since 5. Just wanted to try to get ahead some of the traffic and storms and heat and everything. So gonna see how far we can get. As of now, weather's predicting storms around 1. We'll see. They've been predicting storms early every day, and it hasn't always come to fruition. So yeah, we're gonna be getting through Davenport. LeClaire here is 5 miles down. Davenport's the next one, that's the big one, and then yeah, I think it quiets down a little bit again till Muscatine or whatever it is. So that's the update. Nice quiet morning.
Passing through LeClaire, I stopped to meet and say hi to Sharon, who had been following my progress down the river. She was excited to meet a paddler and wanted to say hello.
Alright, a little talk and teach. Hopefully the sun isn't dominating the picture here. It might be. Lock 14. So I had people kind of telling me to hang right when I get to 14. Hang right when you get to 14. Take the back channel when you get to 14. And I had no idea what the hell that meant. And so I finally looked it up on a map and actually called and talked to Lock 14. So before 14 there's an offshoot. And this little back channel leads to a recreational lock. And I'm assuming it's just there to keep congestion out of the way for the commercial lock, which is connected to the actual dam like a normal locking dam. I was supposed to take that, but it doesn't open till noon. So I talked to the guy and he said just come through the commercial lock. So when you get to 14, people are telling you hang right or any of that, you know, call ahead, see if the recreational lock is open. If not, then I guess like me, they're gonna let me go through the commercial lock. So good morning, 14. How do you read?
Yeah, 14 back, coming in clear.
Single kayak heading southbound, please.
Roger, bring it down the wall. We'll get things ready for you here.
Thank you, sir.
Leaving the commercial lock on 14, I was presented with very turbulent waters. This was the worst I would see throughout all the locks. It is due in big part to the currents from the dam. Waves come in, hit the wall, and flow back out, creating very erratic waves, pitching in all directions.
That was a hell of an exit out of 14 there. Whew-wee. It threw me around like crazy. So be careful on that one if you come through the commercial lock. I don't know how normal that is, but that was something else. Good morning, 15. How you read?
15 back.
Solo kayak heading south.
Roger, we'll take you down once this barge gets out of here.
Awesome. I'm holding a couple hundred feet from the wall on the shoreline.
Roger that.
Okay.
Below that bridge, they got a dredge set up with barges and tubing over to the Illinois side.
Okay, so I should try to.
So you'll have to go towards the Iowa side to get around.
Okay.
Okay?
How high is water compared to normal right now?
Yeah, everybody always says there's no normal anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Are we
I'd say about this time, we're probably about 4 to 5 feet lower than we are.
Okay, that's quite a bit still.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just starting to go back up recently from the recent rain. So
Yeah.
After passing the Army Corps of Engineers dredging operation, I make my way to some back channels on the Illinois side. Some bad weather starts to roll in, and I stop at a public boat launch to wait for the weather to pass, where I came across the only rude people I encountered the entire river trip, who were upset that I was even on the public launch at all. Luckily, this gentleman came along and had the kindness you would expect from people along the river. He told me about an upcoming campground.
Good morning, day 30. Wild Thunder Forest Preserve Campground. Tired. Slept in the tent, so I'm always tired when I sleep in the tent. But the water's topped off. I've done some more Cliff Bars, which makes me happy. And we're on our way. So just trying to get miles and miles and miles in again. 6:39 in the morning again. I did that third time yesterday. So yeah, we're on our way. Quiet morning. Same forecast today as it was yesterday. Hot, humid, chance of storms. So, but it is what it is. 'Tis life on the river in the wild. Good morning, 16. How do you read? Yep, solo kayak heading south, please.
Alright, how far out are you?
I'm at your 1,000-foot marker.
Alright, we'll get the gate swinging for you. Just give me a minute here.
No problem, thanks. All right, right, lock 16 done, over, in the books. And we are now heading through, or to, and then through, the town of Muscatine, which is right there. And yep, on we go. It's like 20 miles to 18? 17. 20 more miles to 17. So you're no doubt wondering, Jay, what makes the town of Muscatine so awesome? And the answer to that is, I have no idea. But geographically, it's a really cool spot because the Let River takes a left-hand turn here and heads back south for the first time in quite a while.
Looking on a map, you can see the river makes a pretty sizable deviation east before heading back west and finally south after Muscatine. Passing through Lock 17, I start to see more effects of the flooding, with more and more property in the water.
What's up, everybody? So, I've landed for the night. I did, I don't know, a little over 40, 41 miles, somewhere in there. 2 locking dams today, went through 17 and 18. No, 16 and 17. Had to wait at one of them for almost an hour and a half, which was quite a wait. There was barges in line, and so luckily they let me cut ahead of the barge that was coming from downriver, or from upriver. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, once I hit 40, I started looking for a camp spot. This is just an island. It's nice. It's a foot or more off the river, so if it does rise a little bit, it's not going to affect me. And I'm in the hammock, so that helps. A little bit of a fire going. Try to keep it nice and hot, so when I want to have dinner, whatever that ends up being, it can cook water on it or whatever. Barge coming. Boats out there, but the nice thing about this spot, aside from no one's here and it's kind of off the beaten trail, is the main channel is across the river, so I don't expect anybody will be over here to check me out or anything. I don't even think they'll be able to see me, so makes for a good night. But there's a good shot of that barge. So I've been seeing quite a few of them today. Obviously they're back up and running. Must have plenty of the channels dredged or something. Tomorrow will be Burlington, Locking Dam 18. And yeah, I guess I'll just have to see how much further I can get. I'm hoping I'll sleep better since I'm by myself tonight, nobody around. There's I'm in the hammock, which I always sleep better in the hammock. So yeah, try to get 40 plus every day from now on. Weather is kind of the monkey wrench in that plan every day, because I had to stop today for a little bit and check the weather, just because there was storms ahead of me. I could hear the thunder, and it's hard to tell how far away they are when you're sitting on the water and the big gray clouds are looming ahead of you. So but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the story for now. Good morning. It is July 6th, day 32, I think. Yeah, rough night's sleep. I had a lot of mosquitoes at that campsite, and they were like actually feeding on me through the bottom of my hammock. And for about 2 hours, I kind of was in a sleep while I was fighting them off. And then I finally woke up, and my legs were covered in bites, my feet were covered in bites. Anything that was touching the sides of the hammock was just covered in bites. So I had to actually get up. It was like 11:30, 12 at night, and spray everything down with bug spray, and then lay in my sleeping bag as kind of like a taco, just so they couldn't get to me. And I mean, to sleep in a sleeping bag last night was horrible because it was so freaking hot. So yeah, it just rough night all around. I didn't eat much last night. Now I'm feeling it today, and I'm just pooped. I'm absolutely pooped, and it's already steaming up this morning, and I just beat, exhausted. What was supposed to be a great night's sleep in the hammock on my own little island turned into kind of the opposite. So nonetheless, still have goals to achieve. I'm going to try to get to Burlington today through Locking Dam 18. I'm going to see if the marina will let me hold up there and run into town and get something to eat. Maybe a little resupply while I'm there. Water, food. See if there's like a fast food joint that I can just put down a ton of calories. Because I could use them. So forecast is pretty much the same. Hot, muggy, sticky, gross. Chance of storms. Blazing hot sun. So that's the update for now.
In preparation for another day of limited sleep, hot temps, and a long day of paddling ahead, my low energy was really starting to get me down. But this chance encounter with a struggling woodpecker in the river would change my outlook on the day.
Little guy. You okay? So we're paddling along, and this little guy flapping around in the river. Of course we stop and pick him up. I'm paddling down the river, and this little guy is struggling in the water, and I grabbed him and threw him on board. He's obviously shivering. He must be out there for a while, so we'll keep him on board and let him relax.
I had the neat experience of paddling with the woodpecker for a couple hours while he collected himself and rested. Just before Lock 18, I had to get him out of the cockpit as he started pecking at the boat, and he flew away. It truly made my day. I was so happy to have been in the right place at the right time to help. Good luck, my feathered friend. Take care.
Good morning, 18. How you read?
Back.
I'm a solo kayak heading southbound.
Are you here, Skipper?
I am just rounding the trees before your rock wall there. Alright, we are leaving the Burlington Harbor. Got some water, a couple ice cream sandwiches, took a break, talked to a really nice gentleman named Roger. He does missionary work, he's been to Haiti and stuff, and asked all kinds of questions about the trip and everything, so I was happy to sit there and take a break and chat with him and tell him everything I knew, which Only takes a few minutes, but super nice guy. Unfortunately, the marina here is not close to any stores or anything, so I didn't really get to do a resupply. However, water alone is always the most crucial part of any stop, and I got that. So, river gets bigger, they told me, so I'm dealing with that. And yeah, but there's the bridge in Burlington. We're heading on down that way. What's going on, guys? So it's 4 o'clock. I'm about 4 miles away, 4 miles north of Fort Madison, I believe it's called, Iowa. And I probably could have made it there tonight, but the wind is coming straight at me, and I'm on a big lake again, kind of like a Lake Pepin style lake. So the big pools before the dams. And after last night's sleep, where I had barely any, and the mosquito attacks or whatever the hell I had, if you missed that episode, I'll fill you in. But I just didn't feel like fighting the waves anymore, and the wind and the boaters. There's a ton of boaters out here, of course. It's Saturday, so I found this nice little spot here. It's all sand under the trees. Doesn't appear to be any poison ivy, which is a nice change. Hammock's already up, boat's up off the water, and yeah, it's just kind of nice open area under the sand. I got a fire going. I'm gonna cook tonight and eat meat because I am starving. Even though I just don't really have an appetite, I know that I'm hungry. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the deal. Last night I had mosquitoes attacking me through my bug net on my hammock, and see if I can get a good shot of them there. But I didn't realize it right away, and I just kept sleeping and sleeping and sleeping, and finally it was enough to wake me up. And I looked down, and my legs are all bit up and everything, so they were actually biting me through the hammock. I have a bug net on there, but it wasn't enough. And so like midnight, I got up and sprayed down the hammock and the tarp and everything myself with bug spray, and God, it was just brutal. And now, of course, I itch like crazy and got all these bite marks, so just stupid. But other than that, it would have been a perfectly fine night. It was hot, but I mean, you know, that's old news at this point. So, but yeah, so I'm just gonna hang out here tonight. Like I said, kind of a late day. I did 35 miles or so today, which is less than I want to do again, but I'll make up for it. We just got to get past this humidity, and I got to be able to get a good night's sleep, because this heat without sleep is just not working for me. And then I'll get some food in me, so that right away should start helping me feel better. But for right now, I'm just pretty exhausted. So, but yeah, that's kind of the update. So maybe check in with you later. All right, ground beef mashed potatoes. Sounded good. It's not bad. It's filling at least.